It is Tuesday night. The Sick Podcast Anvil Show is back. Yes, we got another win, but unfortunately, we still don't have people that are bought in and sold on what this team is. So we're going to talk about the naysayers. We're going to talk about the Chargers a little bit. We're going to talk about all the other teams that are supposed to be great, and maybe they're really not. But you know what? We're 5-1, and I'm happy. So Sammy, start me up.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Anvil Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
It is going to be sick. We got a lot of things to do, but we'll start with our sponsor. Chris, do your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes. Game on. Week 7 starts now, and every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. This isn't just football. It's first touchdown fireworks, anytime touchdown rushes, and live bets that ride every momentum shift. At DraftKings, every play is your next shot to win. New customers, this one's for you. When you bet just $5, you get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, you grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's SICKSPORTS, all caps, no spaces. That's code SICKSPORTS to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
And now, all right, that is the official sound of the anvil. We are live. Boys, we are 5-1. No one seems to still respect us. They're getting talked about, but there's all these other holes in our fucking team, apparently. All these rankings, Chris, I've heard you snap off all day. They have us ranked at 7 and everything else that's not 1. And I think that's just kind of going to be the story all year. We're not sexy enough, if you will. We're not showing enough leg. I don't know.
That's crazy. Showing enough leg is
crazy.
wild.
It is crazy. I mean, we're going to talk about it, but everybody has this recency bias, bro. Like 3 weeks ago, Atlanta was maybe pretenders, maybe not even a solid team. They get blanked 30-0. They played the Bills last night, whose defense is putrid. And suddenly, oh my God, Atlanta to the Super Bowl. Like, what is going on, man? So let's just talk about our team and where we compare with everybody else. All right. So I'll kick the floor to you, man. How you feel, Chris? I've heard you snap off all day. You've heard me snap off all day. But tell everyone why you've been snapping off when it comes to what all of the national media is saying about us or not saying about us.
Because I don't like, so I think for me personally, and I think I can say this with as much passion as I can, I really don't give a shit what like the actual media says. And the only reason why is just because no matter what happens, the media in the offseason has to do as much as they can to keep everybody engaged. So what do? You go ahead and you put out the obvious. Oh, Buffalo should win their division because they're Buffalo. Kansas City should win their division because they're Kansas City. Baltimore should win because Lamar Jackson and they're Baltimore. But the problem is you don't look at it as a year-to-year league. You look at it as who has a quarterback and who has guys that are questionable, and then everybody else, where exactly are you going to land when it comes to the draft? So the problem is that I don't like that. I never want to be I'm never going to be of the mindset that, you know, we're a 2-15 team, which I think somebody from CBS had us ranked.
CBS,
well, we're not going to be CBS. Consumer Variety Services, by the way.
That's hilarious.
Because they damn sure don't report correctly, do they?
No. It's just like their reports are about 63 pages long. But then if we're talking about where we're supposed to be 5-12. We're supposed to be 6-11, and rightfully so. That's fine. But when you see that the team is where they are now, it's now you're saying, okay, well, is this real or is this a fluke? If we're being completely honest, how much of a fluke do you have where you've shown that your offense is where they are? You have 194 points total in the first 6 weeks, and you're leading the entire league. Even after Bijan went off, even after the Falcons went off, did what they did, like you're literally in the driver's seat when it comes to that. And so to say that you're trying to figure out whether this team is legit, that's fine. You want to talk about competition? That's cool. Buffalo's played the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Saints all 3 weeks in a row, and everybody still want to sit there and talk about, well, Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. I don't want to hear that. Like if we're talking about the NFL, you have 32 teams that you know for a fact you're going to have to go against, and I don't want to hear competition. I don't want to hear they haven't played better teams, they've played worse teams, whatever. Because the thing is, the Broncos were projected to be a tough team, and they're the first team to beat the Eagles, and we took it down to the wire with them, and that's one of the W's that we have in our column. So I don't want to hear about the competition. I don't want to hear about the media. When it comes down to all of it, we're 5-1. If people don't respect us, then keep us 16 all season. Keep us ranked 16 all season. I don't give a shit.
It's time. It's really what's up, Eric? It's really time to talk about the parity in the NFL and that it's actually real. And like you said, it's a league year. So year to year, each year, the league has the ability to completely turn over. Because what's funny to me, what's absolutely hilarious to me is that now as we look at our tough games, we're looking at 4 division games, honestly, as our true test. Now, of course, you got to sprinkle in Kansas City, and who knows what the Niners are now without Fred Warner and Bosa and whatever else. But the Jags are 4-2. That was not a fucking projection by anybody. So it's just like week to week. I know, we all know that the strength of schedule is going to continuously change because teams win and then other teams lose. Like the Ravens are the bottom of the barrel, and they were picked to be Super Bowl champs by a lot of people preseason. But this is not college football where there's no committee that's going to vote on the top 12 teams that go to the playoff and, oh, I hope they choose us type shit. No, you win. Whoever's on your schedule, you kick their ass and you get ready to play the next team on your schedule. So I don't give a shit because, like I said, last year, and this is something I've been saying in the spaces the last couple of days, literally, the Eagles played 8 sub 500 teams. They finished 14-3. They won the Super Bowl. Throughout that season, they were talking about the Eagles hadn't played nobody. But as soon as they won the Super Bowl, it's like, oh, Eagles are the gold standard. They're the Super Bowl chances. But what happened to them beating up on all these terrible teams all year last year? Like, that just went out the window because they won the Super Bowl. So, again, until the season's over, whether we're holding a trophy or we go deep into the playoffs, our schedule is always going to kind of be our Achilles heel to the national media and sometimes even inside of our Colts fan base. But, Pat, let me let you into the conversation as you're done doing all your socials. What are you doing with this mustache thing, goatee thing? What is that? Wait a minute.
Jimmy,
that's what you call a Fu Manchu.
What is this?
Jimmy owes me $100 now.
I don't know what
because he said you guys wouldn't even notice, and I said, "Oh, they're gonna."
No, I noticed. I just wasn't gonna say anything because I'm just like,
Wait a minute. I don't know. Before you go, wait a fucking minute. What is going on? Are you having a bad midlife crisis?
Did you try to shave a horseshoe into your face?
What is
happening? No. Those are just some mutton chops.
Moon Pie got the clippers this morning, didn't she? And she said, "Grandpa."
She said, "Yeah, Peppa."
Anyway, go ahead. That's
at least you got
it
pretty smooth.
That's nasty work.
I'm getting ready to start growing my beard out for the winter.
And so you got to start with a boneless fucking goatee first.
Well, because if I don't, I have like freaking stair-step beard grow in.
Oh my god!
If I don't start from scratch, it one side's low, the other side's high, the middle's freaking sticking out like an octopus.
You got like a Tom Selleck going up here. And then you got like, I don't know, some rapper from the 90s with a little. Anyway, go ahead, man. Tell us about how you feel about all this non-attention.
It doesn't matter. Chris, or Clyde, you nailed it on the head. This isn't college football. Our strength of schedule don't mean shit. Win losses mean everything at this level.
Yeah.
If you want to hold on to the strength of schedule, oh, you guys ain't played nobody. Okay, good. But we're in the playoffs and you're not.
Facts.
Yeah.
We're 5-1 and you're not. That's all that matters. You know, so all these talking heads, they can talk about the strength of schedule. They can talk about power rankings. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm eating crow again this week. I care that we're winning. I care that we're playing competitive football, whoever we go against. You know, Mike Miller made a comment that 32 teams of professional football players hit the field every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The same as ours.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we know certain things have to happen for teams to really start playing well, really gelling well. You know, coaching's got to be right. Locker room's got to be right. Attitude's got to be right. Preparation's got to be right. There's a lot of things that get a team to win.
Fair.
Our team is doing what it needs to do to win.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And
No questions.
I might be jumping the gun here on this. Sunday was a prime example of that. All of us didn't have Arizona scoring maybe 2 touchdowns.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
And this was a very, very close game. Well, guess what? My team found a way to win.
Because we used to find a way to lose.
Yes, absolutely. So we're playing competitive football. We're finding ways to win. We're clicking on all cylinders. That's what I care about. You can rank me anywhere you want. You can say I've played the worst teams in the world. I don't care. What's my record?
Just
I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't look up.
If you want to come to me with strength of schedule, I won't talk to you because you're an idiot.
Wait a minute, man. Jesus.
No, for real. For real. We don't control who we play.
That's fair.
The organization
week.
doesn't change or control who we play. We play who the NFL tells us to play. And so far, we've been kicking ass. And I'm happy.
But the strength of schedule is such a slide. Like the teams that we could have played week 1 through 4 and they look like mid and they're terrible could actually like rebound and be decent at the end of the year. They're using that into their, you know, their new equation of, oh, but remember y'all played the Dolphins and they were a good team when it was all said and done. Like, I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm saying it could happen. Shit, look at the Texans.
And it does. It happens every year with somebody. Get hot at the right time.
Facts.
And it doesn't matter.
But I'm saying, look at the Texans starting 1-3, and you know, apparently they're insane. But apparently, out of their next 12 games, which are very difficult, they think they can win 10 of them. It's absolutely absurd to me. But if they were to do that, then suddenly you have to put them into the strength of schedule talk as if they are a good team when they started the year mid. So we haven't played them yet, thank God, because that would just be another mid win for us. You know, for somebody to say that. But I mean, at the end of the fucking day, if we're checking all the boxes, we're leading in points. We're scoring 32.3 points per game. We're top 4 or top 5 in all the major offensive categories. Defense is probably 16 and 19 in most of the categories. Like, this team isn't a team where we're like, oh man, we're just waiting for the fucking, you know, we've been getting lucky. So we're waiting on this shit to fucking finally like balance itself out. This team is really good.
Yeah. And I think we also we have to be as honest as possible, right? Because what we're running into is the fact that we're not necessarily enjoying these wins. We're just kind of nitpicking, right? And I think for some of the younger,
I'm enjoying
some
them.
of the
I
younger,
don't give a shit what anybody else is doing.
I'm saying like maybe like younger fans in general, right?
Oh, okay.
But what I will say is that I think 2 things can be true at the same time. And I think one of the more glaring ones, outside of the Charvarius Ward being injured 15 minutes before the game thing, it's the fact that this team is good. This is a very good team that still would benefit from getting some guys to solidify the defense. Both things absolutely can be true because that's a big point of contention, but it shouldn't be a point of contention to the point where it's just like it's completely
Facts.
overshadowing the fact that we are where we are right now, and we understand that we may have some tougher games coming up, but we also understand that we're not completely healthy, and
Right.
understand that once we do get some of those people back, that may remedy what we're dealing with right now. Because
I
what we
agree.
can say is that the pass rush could be better, right? But the thing is also, we're saying that while also having Jonathan Edwards and Mekhi Blackman being CB 1 and 2. And I'm gonna say that if the pass rush even stays where it's at, but you have a Ward back, you have Kenny Moore back, you have Jalen Jones back, then I believe that the pass rush will be able to have more opportunities because now you got guys that you know for a fact you'll be able to rely on to cover a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2 and a wide receiver 3 or slot, however you want to call it. So, I mean, I feel like there's way too much nitpicking as opposed to just being able to say that this is a run that is extremely enjoyable, even though it's in some games stressful. Like this Cardinals game stressed a lot of people out.
It didn't stress me out. It is what it is. I'm trying to get back to how it feels to win. And in all honesty, if you were a Colts fan doing the 2000 runs, yeah, there were plenty of games that we blew bad teams out, but there are plenty of games where we were still favored and we were playing solid teams, and then you couldn't fucking, you couldn't even sit still because your heart was beating so fucking fast and racing because should we beat the Steelers in a wild card game? Yes, we should, but no, we don't. You know what I mean? Games like that. Are we better than the Patriots team when we go up there and play? Yeah, but we go up there and drop the fucking ball and lay an egg. Like those are the years that we remember. How many times did we go to the Chargers and we were way better than the Chargers? And guess what? They sent us home. You know what I mean? Like we've lived through that. So I choose not to do that. Now we're going to switch gears because we got to have a quick show tonight. Because the next part of that is you already kind of, got on this and I seen some stuff come up.
Mhm.
Listen, man, and I don't want to get on my my soapbox, but I tell you what, the way I was raised playing sports, when somebody's on your team, they're on your team till they're not. You don't ostracize them. You don't kick them while you're down. It is what it is. And then when the decision is made, we move on amicably. So I'm so tired of hearing about all the Anthony Richardson like laugh stuff. Like people were laughing their asses off when they heard that he was going to be out. He hit the injury report. But then not even 15 minutes later, maybe 20 max, when we heard that Charvarius Ward were going to play because he ran into Ogletree, then it was like, oh my God, like that's so crazy. How did Ogletree knock him out? Nobody talked about the embarrassment of getting a concussion before suiting up. But it was funny that a man had an equipment issue where the fucking bar snapped and it hit him in the eye and we're laughing at him. Like that's insane. Like root for your team, root for your players. And then when they're not here, do whatever you want. But while they are here, because you never know when you need these guys. Because the one thing I was beating on the table before I kicked this around the horn is people wanted to see Jonathan Edwards so bad because he had 3 fucking plays in LA. And I was like, and Clyde is on record for saying, that's fine. Unless we're going to go out and actually trade or bring somebody in to replace Xavier Howard, there's no backup on our team currently that's going to do a better job. Oh, bullshit. We put in Jonathan Edwards. No knock to you, young fella. You played as hard as you can, but they picked on you all game because guess what? You are a depth corner. So both Xavier Howard and Jonathan Edwards combined equals cooked cornerback. That's just where I'm at with it. But I'll pass that to you, man. Like, I don't know why we love to beat up on AR. I just honestly, last thing I'll say about it is I really want the guy, honestly, at this point, to leave our franchise. Not because I'm sick of him, not because I'm tired of him, because I'm tired of this, bro. We're not thinking about a 22-year-old man, 23-year-old man, started a family early. I don't know if that was a rush for him, had a child, had to take care of his mother and his brother, tried to learn how to be a starting quarterback. Nobody gave him no grace for any of that, but it's always get this bum ass dude out of here. He's still a human being at the end of the day. That's just who I am as a person. And I'm going to just leave it there. So fuck everybody who's upset with that.
I'm somebody, and I'm still giving him grace. He's still my guy.
Well, that shit might have sailed. I mean, Daniel Jones is the guy, but I'm just saying he's still on our team.
I'm not saying it hasn't sailed or anything like that. What I'm saying is,
look at Eric.
I was still ready to ride the roller coaster of this kid, and I still am. You know, if Daniel Jones decides not to sign with us, regardless what the organization throws at him, he can walk away.
Well, we just sound Brett Rippin or whatever. So there you go. Maybe he's the next guy. I'm capping. I'm capping. Like, please don't take that and run.
But
I'm not going to troll tonight.
And I'm not trying to defend anybody that puts AR down or any other human being, but I can see where disappointment lies with people. You know, not that anybody crowned him the second coming of, Peyton Manning or anything like that, but a lot of people had a lot of high hopes for this kid, and he just didn't fulfill those hopes. So now he hasn't. I'm sorry.
Still on our team until he's not.
Yeah, so I can see frustration, but knocking another human being down for any reason is just ridiculous.
It's just that's how fast it happens, though. Like, again, man, like, this is how crazy this franchise has been. Not franchise, but this fan base at times. We wanted JT cut last year when he dropped the ball in Denver. Folks laughed and mimicked Braden Smith before they knew what was wrong with him. Okay. Mm-hmm. This year, before AD had his moments, we were ready to let AP go because we got AD, and then he comes back from LA and we don't want to see AD anymore. Like, this is how crazy and volatile sometimes these reactions are. And I'm just saying, we're better fans than that. We're by no means should we be acting that way, because you never know when you need these guys. That's all I'm saying. Because when they're on the team, they're still there until they're not. And then do whatever you want with it.
But that was 100% what I was saying about Daniel Jones when we signed him. And we had a couple people in the chat, really jump on me because I did not believe in Daniel. Oh, you got to give him a chance, this and that. And I flat said, if he's on the field, I'm cheering for him. I ain't wishing any of my guys to do bad, regardless if I like them or if I don't. You mentioned Chargers and us going there in the 2000s. That's why I couldn't stand Phillip Rivers. I still don't like that dude.
Yeah.
I still call him Potato Head. Only because he kicked our ass every time we went out there.
That's hilarious.
And you know what?
But when he had the horseshoe on, I cheered his ass on.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So it's tough, but I understand the human aspect of it. But we can say honestly that we can root for AR the person, but AR the player, I'd just rather not. I know that I've said it earlier in the season once they announced that Daniel Jones was going to be the guy. Trade AR. Trade him. Because the thing is, right now, what you've done is you've mismanaged him to the point where you don't know what the future holds moving forward. You brought in Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones has been balling out. Okay, cool. Get what you can for him then, because honestly, it shows that you really don't have a belief in him. It's like an insurance policy. Like, if Daniel Jones chose to stay, they're going to re-sign him and he's going to be here, and then AR is going to get shipped out anyway. If Daniel Jones decided to leave, which would be foolish, because this is, once again, the best situation that he's been in, that's not going to require him to do anything outside of what he's doing now, which is managing the game at an elite level. If you go and decide that he's not that, then you're going to have AR next year. Are you going to do a quarterback competition next year? Or are we going to just go ahead and say, oh, yeah, well, AR, this is your year to go ahead and try. And then guess what? You have more contracts that you're going to have to pay. You have more people that you're going to have to make decisions for. So, like, why even go and put yourselves in limbo? And then now, guess what? Our backup QB went to IR. We, take the emotion out of it. Take everything out of it.
None of that has anything to do with what I'm saying.
But it does, because at the end of the day, if Daniel Jones outright won that competition, then you should have just gotten what you could have for AR anyway.
Okay, maybe, but that's not. But see, everybody focuses in on AR part, and I know I tied a lot of things together. But I'm talking about how quick we are to just cut people in our minds. Get him the fuck off my. Do you imagine how crazy it would have been if we let JT go? Because he fucking dropped the football, and then people like, oh, that was just stupid for people to say that. No. But that's how people feel. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as a fan base.
I heard more of it when he was in his contract dispute.
So this is what
he don't want to be here. Let him go.
This is what I'm saying. We are not a major market. We don't have the luxury to do all these, and that's the kind of shit that kind of really gets under my skin. We are not LA, we're not New York, we're not Chicago. And what I mean by that, and Chicago's not a major market for football, but pretty much we're not a major market. We have to do a lot to get players to come here. Oh, tell Ballard to go out there and get this, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like, who the fuck is beating down the door to come to Indianapolis? So when you got good players in the building, you don't let them walk. Even when they fuck up, you be like, damn, that was terrible. We lost that game because of that mistake. But you know what? You live and you play again. Because now all of a sudden people act like that didn't happen. Oh, JT's the best back in the league. They wanted his ass gone last year. So I'm talking about that part.
Okay,
Not just Anthony Richardson. Okay. I'm talking about all of it.
Okay. And that speaks to a mic that speaks to us being in a microwave era. Because the thing is, everybody, like, once again, we said this, and I think we talked about this prior to the season. We said, because like I said, my clip went viral for me saying what I said about Daniel Jones.
You've been
but I also said, if for some reason Daniel Jones comes in, he wins week 1, and even if he throws for 200 yards and everything's good, then you know what? All will be forgiven. We won't say shit about Daniel Jones moving forward. And what happened? 33-8 week 1, and ever since then, everybody's been singing his praises. They wanted to call him Indiana Jones after week 1. Fine. So let's go ahead and just call a spade a spade. We are in an era in 2025 where recency bias is always going to be the only thing that we're going to go according to. It's never going to be about what we're going to be looking at for the next few weeks. It's never going to be about, all right, let's get through this first half and then see the next half. It's always going to be game to game, because as much as people wanted to kill AD for that bullshit that happened with him, there's people who literally wanted to kill AD for what he did during that game.
I'm gonna show my age, bro, and this is all I'm saying, and we can move on. Back when we had Bob Sanders and he couldn't stay healthy, the same conversations, bro. Cut his ass, get him out of here. And now people revere Bob Sanders all these years later, really for one season when he had the Defensive Player of the Year and what he did in the Super Bowl.
Well, he's made.
But they revere him now.
He's made of glass.
And bro, and that's what I'm just saying. Like, sometimes we are shitty fans, bro. And we are not that type. We're not Philadelphia. We're not the New York fucking Jets. Like, we're not a fan base.
To be?
Why do we act like that?
Yeah, why are
crazy, man?
Why is this fan base wanting to be Philadelphia?
We booed Andrew Luck and called him
because let's be honest, Indianapolis, for it being a major city,
it's crazy.
It's still a small franchise in terms of that. We want to be on the top of everybody's list because at the end of the day, as a fan base, maybe not me or like you guys, but we want to be able to be the team that analysts and ESPN and everybody always talks about. You want to be famous. You want to be that. Go big. First off, you know what, Dean? To hell with you. Okay, how about that? So yes,
Dean's a brother of mine.
Oh well, you can tell your brother go to hell next time.
You can tell. I tell him all the time for his poor choices.
Dean loves
I tell him that all the time for his poor choices.
But the thing is, we want to. You know what? We want to we want to be famous, right? As fans, we want to hear our team be talked about. We want to hear all this stuff, and that's just not going to be the case. We're a small market team that's made an impact in a lot of ways. But also at the same time, we can say that being 5-1, it don't matter what they say because that means that they're going to be wrong. How many people had all these teams mocked to be fantastic? Anybody who had Baltimore go to the Super Bowl looks like a fucking idiot now. That's just because of the fact that they're like it's a year-to-year league. So I mean, listen, understand as a fan, you're not always going to get what you want. But if the team is 5-1, it's because they're damn good. And if people don't respect it, then whatever. Keep punching them in the mouth until they do.
Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't this team always played better as the underdogs?
Yes.
That's why I don't really care.
I'm okay with it. Keep counting my guys out.
That's why I am like I am with Pat McAfee. That's why I am like I am with all the ESPN and all of them. Them boys had us winning 4 fucking games, bro. They wanted that. We want more money for salary club. No, it doesn't have anything to do with that, Craig. It's just like people don't really hear themselves until they hear themselves, and then they'll pretend like they didn't say what they said. We see this all the time, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, we've been in an era, and I'm not necessarily saying on Colts side, but we've been in an era where we hear players get death threats. That's insane for anything that you're watching. Basketball, football, baseball. I don't give a damn if it's everything's on the line. It's a game at the end of the day. And so for somebody to get death threats for anything that they've done, quote unquote, wrong, that nobody can probably do, that's calling them wrong, it's insane to me. You know what I mean? Like I seen Eric say we quit on Andrew Luck quit on us. He got beat to death. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, if you got to choose your health and your family over, I'm gonna just be a vegetable. But I gave a lot of fans, a lot to cheer for. I think you can make that decision, Eric. I know which way you will go with that. I'm gonna choose my life and my family because you know what? We didn't do enough to protect the dude. We got him beat to death.
On the luck thing,
it's crazy.
I won't carry it on too far, but the only thing I wish he had done it was make up his damn mind before the draft.
He tried, bro. He tried.
That's the only thing I wish he would have done. Not 2 weeks before the season starts, and everybody's looking at the ankle and the calf and whatever else he was saying that was wrong, and praying and hoping it gets better because we're 2 weeks before start of the season.
He was trying, bro.
Yeah, that's the only thing I wish would have happened. But if you haven't dealt with mental health,
facts,
personally,
leave it be.
You ain't got the fucking right, and excuse my language, but you ain't got the right to talk about anybody that has dealt with personal mental health and made a decision best for them and their family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the man was out there being protected by 3 wet paper towel rolls and 2 Care Bears. So I don't know exactly what you were expecting from Andrew Luck. Like Brian Griggs said, he said, "Oh yeah, it's really hard to get an O-line when you're paying a quarterback," and then proceeded to get everybody from the Sleepy Mountains retirement home to be on defense. Like get the hell out of here with that. Like I don't.
Hey man, that was a wild era, man. The Quell Jackson
deserved death threats. No, that's one person.
You're a god.
I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to disagree. I'm just going to say your statement is a statement.
Yeah, cut the shit on that. Okay, all right. Look, last bit of chat because we gotta get out of here. So, I'll just put it to you just like this: if it's not Josh Allen, okay, if it's not Lamar Jackson, if it's not Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Burrow.
If it ain't Burrow, you know what I mean? Like we ran down all the narratives. Maybe Herbert is still left. Like, what is it that Daniel Jones has to do to get a little respect, bro? Because I don't think that he's getting the respect that is deserved of him. Because listen, who's got the number one offense? Is that the Who's got the number one offense?
Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. They're at 387 total yards per game, and then it's the Falcons at like 376. We're fourth at 374. So
you're talking a few yards in between.
Like game management ain't that. Like game management is like, okay, you put it all together. You're somewhere around the high 200s, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably leaning heavily on if you got a running game or not. Like, he's not managing game. He's kicking ass, bro. He just doesn't have a sexy backstory, you know what I mean, to say you deserve this, what you're getting right now. You're not Pat Mahomes. You're not the guys I just mentioned. So what more can he do? And this is not national talk. I'm just saying, what more can he do that when we have these conversations about, but y'all still got to play fill in the blank, and we say, yeah, but we got Daniel Jones that's moving the ball, and this offense is this, that, and the other. We don't have no worries there. Oh, but it's Daniel Jones. Like, what else? What more can he do?
Keep doing what he's been doing.
He's
gonna. The best thing that Daniel Jones can be right now is consistent, because he's shown. Not only is he capable of running this offense, but he's capable of running this offense efficiently week in and week out. We have 194 points. And mind you, that's with JT in the backfield. That's with him understanding that on any given day, you will have at least 6 receiving targets to throw to. And if for some reason they're playing a zone or they're playing a defense where nothing is there, you'll have the opportunity to take off if need be. And as long as he keeps that in mind with every defense that we play moving forward, he's going to be able to take advantage and remain consistent. Daniel Jones has not played bad in one single game this season. He had 2 interceptions in that Rams game, and that 2 interceptions was not a huge 2 interception, like he's just throwing that whatever it is. It was just one bad underthrow in the beginning of the game, and that second one was him just trying to play a little hero ball. It is what it is.
Craig,
So,
we're about to pack you up, bro.
Yo, it's listen, you're gonna get us.
Well, I think Daniel is a bachelor, right? Like I think he only cares about football right now. So.
Well, that and Kay Adams, but that's something else because him and Kay, like she been blushing talking about that.
Yeah, she has, and I'm gonna bruh her. We don't need no attention in Indianapolis. Let my quarterback. Just stay right where you are, Kay, with your pretty self. Anyway, Pat, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm right there with you guys.
You don't think so, Kay Adams?
Oh, about Kay?
No, well, Chris is making, like scrunchy faces.
I mean, she cute in the face, but she built like Jack Skellington.
Oh man, you know what? Omaha, you anyway. Go ahead, Pat.
No.
What's wrong with this guy?
Built
Look
like
at you.
Skellington.
Look at Pat though. Pat, first off, before you speak to anyone,
I'm
your
married,
wife,
and I'm keeping
don't
my
care.
comments
I
about
don't
another
care.
woman to myself.
I'm just talking about fix your face, period, before you speak to any woman. But anyway, go ahead.
Yo, that's crazy. That's
Nasty
crazy.
work. It like your jawline is weird when you do. That's crazy, man. Heinous behavior. Anyway, go on. We got 5 minutes. Let's roll.
Nah, Kay's as sweet as they come. And it's pretty. And it's pretty.
What that what we're talking about, Dave?
Completely off track.
You got me on Kay Adams now.
Wait a minute. No.
Yo, you can't put Kay in my head and then expect me just to turn that shit off. You can't do it. You cannot do it.
Tell Moonpie to come say Grandpa before Debbie kills you. Your back is to the door. You have no way to protect yourself.
Moonpie's
At
that
all.
damn.
Oh, then you definitely don't have anybody to protect you.
We got 3 minutes. Quit laughing at me. Let's go.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Show up, boys.
Oh, shizer. Okay, well, look here, Chris. Do your dues, man, so we can get ready to wrap up. And we have to cut early because the network has other podcasts to shoot tonight. So that's to your answer, Teresa. Go ahead.
Yes, this will not happen again.
Oh,
So
man.
my bad. But yes. So please bring up the handles, social media handles for me, please.
Too funny, bro.
All right, you can find me at CJ Colts fan on Twitter. Fellas, where can they find y'all?
At Colts Clyde X.
At Big P. Colts.
All right. And can you bring up the podcast? Thank you for that. Yes. And you can find the podcast at Sick Pod Colts. Find clips from the show. You can also find where to go ahead and listen to the episodes. If you just do the audio, you'll find us on Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts in that case. And then also, you can find the re-recording of this tomorrow, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Z103.com. If you haven't already, download that app. It's Z103.com in your app store. And then you can also find us on Mix 105. Mix 105 goes at what time, Pat?
Noon.
Oh, noon also. Okay, yes. So make sure that you're listening.
Noon on Tuesdays and 4 on Sundays for 105. Noon on Tuesdays and 1 on Fridays for Z103.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And so make sure that you.
But if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, we'll be in your hearts forever. You like that one, didn't you, Clyde?
Oh my god.
This is why we can't ever get out of here on time.
I need you to wear
Sammy?
a COVID fixture going forward.
But also, make sure that you're also tuning in VIP One Lounge Extra. That's our UK channel. We go. You can hear the re-recording at 5:00 p.m. Whatever UK time is tomorrow. So you'll be able to hear it over there as well. And then also, please bring up the Visit Indy QR code for me, please. Make sure that you scan that QR code. Go to Visit Indy. Everything that's happening in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, festivals, games, concerts, any type of things going on. Like I said, right now you'll probably run into Oktoberfest, Halloween, Harvest Festival for the religious folk. And yeah, so just make sure that you go and use Visit Indy, scan that QR code so you can find out everything that's going on. But other than that, that's about it for me. So
Yeah, I'll finish with this. So Thursday we will do our mini recap of the game. We'll talk about Pratt. We'll talk about Rippon signing. We'll talk about Chargers preview. What we think about that. Will it matter? If we beat them, because are they really a good team without all the parts they're missing? All that good stuff. So appreciate you guys tuning in. It's a great night always. Got a lot off our chest. We're 5-1. We're the best until we're not. So until Thursday, you guys have a great night. Sammy, take us home.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.